0 games to 1. Hinse with the serve, 0-0.
Mark apologizing, getting that shot with the edge of his paddle. Tied up here in game 2. So much footwork.
Amazing footwork by Luke Hinse. He just moved around the court so well. Went all the way from the forehand to the backhand side to hit another forehand. We really don't recommend for that for any of you amateurs at home. That creates years of footwork and skill and practice and balance. You have to be in really good shape as well to make a shot like that. And that's the point that Hinse is looking to get, staying on the table, not allowing Hazinski to take these big long swings at the ball. If he can stay in these points, he'll be just fine.
Oh, Hail Mary, a defensive shot from near the ground, just barely recovering, and Pierre takes the point.
Another example of his great balance. He was almost on the ground for that chop and just catches Hazinski off guard, maybe standing straight up and down.
It's real interesting. Mark's receives. You can't see where he's going to flip it half the time. He comes in looking like he's going to play a short ball, and then he turns it into a flip real quickly.
This is a testament to how much wrist action these players really have. A lot of times in the game of table tennis, they said it's a lot of wrist. In other racket sports, not so much wrist. It's tied 5-all in this second game. Hazinski leads the match 1 game to love.
A lot of wrist on that one. Just missed the ball.
And I think using a lot of wrist when you're going for the attack takes a lot of timing as well, because easily, as you saw, the ball can be shanked if you don't time that ball just right. So in order to use your wrist on the all-out attack, your timing has to be precise.
Man. Just long and just too fast on that one. Just barely got by Mark.
And Hinse just jumping all over on that ball early, not letting it come down, taking it at its highest point.
Oof. One net for another. Mark gets that point.
7-7, Hazinski.
It's tied up. Sort of curious if they're going to split the first 2 games or not.
Well, if they split, that's definitely a sign that we could be here a while, as these players are capable of going the distance. I know we talked about fatigue in that last match, but I just don't see it setting in this one.
Yeah, both players training real hard year-round to be in top shape, so that when they come out here at these high levels, they can play 7 games back-to-back.
Now, how often do you think these guys are practicing on a weekly basis?
It's a good question. I'm sure when they're getting ready for a big tournament, they're playing 5-6 days a week. That's what I would guess.
Now, is
Although I know
that
in
one day a
college-
week, or is that several practice series a day combined with some physical training as well?
Well, hopefully they're doing some physical conditioning outside of just table tennis.
Look at that point. Hinse quickly goes from defense to offense. He gets Hazinski back on his heels and keeps him back there. He wins that point. We're tied at 9-all in the second game.
Seeing Mark way off the table like that, it might appear like they're easy shots, you know, so defensive, but Pierre-Luc had to go from side to side, just every ball moving around, hopping like a boxer.
Looks like someone forgave our statistician and allowed him back in the building.
Oh, cool. Good for him. Probably needed a job, so.
9-10.
Mark giving away his serve. 9-10. Game point for Pierre.
Look at that.
Chose from Pierre-Luc Hinse. Managed to hang on to that game.
Pierre-Luc evens it up, and he shows he's not got to go down easy at all. He was the aggressor in that game, Adam, and I can't imagine putting Mark Hazinski on his heels. But Pierre-Luc Hinse was able to do that, and he wins game 2, 11-9.